keep it up. She's got a great arm, but not that good. Torrey tags. He's going to score. Light that baby up as Jeff Mathis has picked up the game winner. And he hits one out to deep left center field. Gutierrez is back at the wall. Gone! Big fly for Bobby Abreu. Light that baby up and bust out the buttercup.
That little montage only seemed like it took 5 minutes to win 2 games. In actuality, 30 total innings. And what do you know? A 2-game winning streak, trying to make it 3 in a row here at the Big A against the Seattle Mariners. Hi, everyone, from inside the Big A. Victor Rojas along with Mark Kubica. Glad you could join us for Angels Baseball. Of course we're fired up. Why wouldn't we? A 2-game winning streak, first time that's happened since early August. And tonight, a fantastic pitching matchup. King Felix Hernandez going for Seattle. Urban Santana trying to match a career high in victories.
2 great young right-handed pitchers that have power pitches. Felix Hernandez has some of the best arsenal you ever going to see take the mound. 4+ pitches, throws 97 miles an hour, great curveball, slider, changeup. It's been outstanding. You can make an argument, and a strong argument, that he is the leader as far as the Cy Young. Great ERA at 2.30. It's going to be a difficult test, although 4-7 in his career against the Halos. Urban Santana going for to tie his career high in wins at 60. He's done it twice before. He's been throwing the ball very well himself. 8 career wins against Seattle, 2-1 this season with an ERA under 3. Urban to keep for him his tempo, working that fastball in, inside, outside, changing speed, utilizing that curveball a little bit more so against some left-handed batters. And change up early in the game and finish off with that electric slider.
I know we enjoy Buttercup, and I know we like our pretzel M&Ms. Hey, but let's do this one in regulation. We got Urban Santana, King Felix Hernandez. It is game 2 on date night at the Big A. Sit back and relax. We've got lineups and first pitch when we return.
and by Shakey's Pizza, who holds the record for most innings pitched in a Major League season. Go to Shakey's.com/trivia. Oh, big crowd on hand today for the art set presented by Yakult. Finally, Gooby, your day has arrived. Congratulations.
I really can't wait right now. I got it right here by my little bag I bring in the stadium. I'm keeping it by my chest to make sure you don't steal it from me.
It's almost like you've got that thing locked up already. This is the lineup the Seattle Mariners are running out there this evening. Ichiro leading things off in right field. Sean Figgins at second base. Russell Brandon, the DH. It is Franklin Gutierrez down in center. Jose Lopez at third. Casey Kotchman over at first base. Adam Moore doing the catch with Michael Saunders in left field. And Josh Wilson batting ninth and playing shortstop. That's the same exact lineup that the Mariners ran out last night. Tonight they are facing Ervin Santana, looking for his 16th victory of the season.
Boy, 144 punch-outs in 186 innings pitched for Ervin Santana. It's all back in that first pitch, fastball over. He gets ahead, nasty slider to be able to finish off the batters, and he's been very good with an opportunity to win game number 16 this season.
Well, defensively behind Ervin tonight, you've got Abreu in left, Borges in center, Hunter in right. In the infield, Kayasco, Ibar on the left side, Kendrick and Napoli on the right side, and Jeff Mathis is doing the catching. Same defensive alignment as last night.
Well, I think Mike Napoli's just doing so much better at first base. I really like what he did in that one hard hit ground ball. He bodied up, kept it in front of him, was able to make the flip over the first base. He's been outstanding defensively, and of course, crushing the ball.
Ichiro steps in at the plate. A .313 average, 5 home runs, and 36 runs batted in. An 11-game hitting streak as he picked up a bunt single in the third inning of last night's game, going 1 for 6 overall. Ichiro 26 doubles, 3 triples, and still running. 36 stolen bases on the year. 1 behind Sean Figgins for the Mariners team lead. Mariners team that has struggled offensively all year long. A team batting average of .235. As that pitch is down and in. It's 2 balls a strike. An on-base percentage that is sub .300. And in Major League Baseball, you don't see that too often. On-base percentage for the Mariners at .298 as a team.
That's pretty hard to do. Really, I mean, you got to be up there hacking into a lot of pitches out of the strike zone and not make consistent contact.
This one fouled back, and a souvenir here in the early going. The count evens at 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Ichiro, like he has against most pitchers, pretty good numbers against Ervin. In .356. 21 for 59.
Foul back to the screen. Ervin's got a little mini 2-game winning streak going. Beat the Seattle Mariners on the 30th of August. Giving up 2 earned runs in 7 2/3, throwing 111 pitches. And he picked up the win on the 5th as he strikes out Ichiro for out number 1. He beat Oakland the last time out. And the last time out, even though he picked up the victory, giving up 3 runs, 2 earned in 6 innings, didn't have his best control. He ended up walking 4 and striking out 3 in that game against the A's.
Yeah, he was fighting commands about that entire game. But I like what he did on that particular sequence against Ichiro. Threw a curveball. He still has a very good curveball. I know the sliders has been his out pitch. But if you could throw that curveball against left-handed batters, it'd be very successful.
145th strikeout of the year for Ervin Santana. 2-1 out, nobody on for Sean Figgins. Switch hitting second baseman. Takes a fastball in tight. Figgins also a 1 for 6 night last night. And his 1 hit came in the first inning. Right off the end of the bat into center field off Jared Weaver. Picked up the dreaded no decision. After throwing exceptional baseball last night. 8 solid innings and should have picked up the victory. We've said that a number of times this year. You see it's clearly impacted his morale.
He's pretty bummed today.
Oh, he is royally bummed.
He's trying to work his strikeout call as an umpire.
Yep, see? Yeah, look at him. Chin's buried in his chest.
Still upset about that.
Shoulders are slumped. Boy, I hope he turns it around in a couple of days and he starts again.
Yeah, you just got to move forward. Like we said yesterday in our keys of the game, you just have to do what you can do.
Really? That's the Hyundai Key of the Game Hall of Fame.
It's as good as it gets.
Figgins out toward right center field. Torrey is there. And there are 2 outs.
And Sean Figgins hitting the ball in the air. He wants to hit the ball on the ground or on the line. Fly ball is a bad at bat for Sean Figgins.
It's a bad at bat for a guy like Eric Ibar, bad at bat for a guy like Reggie Willits. Ibar turned things around yesterday with 3 hits. Branyan takes a strike. Mariners DH, 213 average, 14 home runs and 30 runs batted in. That as a Seattle Mariner. Overall, 237 with 24 bombs. Found down the left field line, which quickly, no balls and 2 strikes.
Well, he had a tough time with the slow curveball and the changeup from Jared Weaver. And then Jared was able to elevate a fastball against him. Similar scenario now for Urban Santana. Can expand the strike zone against a guy that strikes out a lot.
Breaking pitch in the dirt. So 1-2 count here on the guy they call Russell the Muscle. Halos overshift with 3 infielders on the right side. And the 1-2 to Brent. That is looped into right field. A little top spin lob falls in there in front of Torrey. That's a 2-out base hit.
Inner half of the plate fastball. They get the top hand to be able to fight that one into right field for a base hit in front of Torrey Hunter. When you have a long swing like that, you can definitely get him to swing at a fastball up above the letters. And he will chase it because he likes to hit the fastball.
Man at first with 2 outs for Franklin Gutierrez. Gutierrez also 1 for 6. Got a base hit in the 9th inning. He's the guy that started the round against Fernando Rodney. Came around to score on the double by Jose Lopez. Lopez scored on the double by Casey Kotzman to tie things up in the 9th inning. Oh, 1 pitch. Chasing that high fastball. No balls, 2 strikes.
Extremely late on that fastball, whether he's looking for something down, whether it be a fastball down or a slider. Should give you an indication as a pitcher what you try to do next. Go a little bit higher with that fastball. Don't waste a breaking pitch. I'm going to go with a slider.
Gets by Mathis. Branyan will advance to second on a wild pitch.
The 2 pitchers going tonight who have a number of wild pitches. That's a 9th wild pitch. But Urban Santana's thrown, King Felix has thrown 14 wild pitches. They both have very good secondary pitches that at times will overthrow that pitch, though.
So man in scoring position here. 1-2 count on Gutierrez with 2 outs. Another slider. It's 2 balls, 2 strikes. Jared had a similar situation in the first inning yesterday when I think he said that base hit stole second base. And Mathis, 1-hop throw, went into center field. Allowing Figgins to get to third, but then Jared got out of it with no damage. We're trying to do the same here. This time, a man in scoring position at second base. And 2 outs. Missed inside, full count. So we've got from 0-2 to 3-2. Jose Lopez on deck. He's the third baseman.
So now a fastball is not quite as effective on the 3-2 count, even the 2-2 fastball. When it was 0-2, you can elevate it after he swung at a pitch and late on the outer half and elevate it.
3-2, called strike 3. It looked like Gutierrez was looking for that breaking pitch. Instead, he got the fastball. 2 punch outs in the inning for Urban Santana. Callasco, Abreu, and Hunter to face Felix Hernandez when we return. third place at 68 and 73. Have Alberto Callaspo leading things off. And playing third base, Bobby Abreu, the hero last night. He's in left field. Torrey Hunter in right. Hideki Matsui at DH. Mike Napoli at first base. Eric Ibar, the shortstop. Howie Kendrick batting seventh, playing second base. Jeff Mathis doing the catching, batting eighth and batting ninth. Peter Borges rules the center field, taking on the man they call King, Felix Hernandez, having a remarkable season, even though just 11 and 10 and has fallen behind her. 1 ball, no strikes.
209 punch-outs with the second in Major League Baseball behind Jared Weaver. Fastball 92 to 97, so that tells you can sink the fastball at the 92, but when he elevates a four-seam fastball at 97, a plus curveball, plus slider, and a plus changeup. There was a lot of strikes.
Callaspo looping this one foul on the left field line. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Alberto 1 for 7 last night. Double in the 5th inning. And that was it. He grounded out to start the 14th inning prior to Abreu hitting that game-winning home run as that breaking ball is popped up down the left field line. Lopez giving chase. He'll run out of room. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. That 1 for 7. Dropping Callaspo down to 279. Still with 10 home runs, 55 runs batted in. 25 doubles on the year and 2 triples. Fastball missing off the plate. Count evens at 2-2.
Boy, Hernandez had a streak of 4 out of 5 starts from May into June, completing the games. He's been very good. He has 5 complete games on the season, including 1 shutout.
Comebacker right back to Hernandez. Gets rid of it quickly, and there is the first down. We'll take a look at the defense for Seattle. Same as last night. Saunders, Gutierrez, and Ichiro in the outfield from left to right field. In the infield, you've got Lopez, Wilson, Figgins, and Kochman from third to first, with Adam Moore doing the catching.
Boy, Sean Figgins made a couple of his outstanding plays on the bunt play over where he had to move his foot and touch the base. But that play up the middle he made last night against Mike Napoli, he's one for the ages. Flipped it back, perfect flip to Josh Wilson, who turns a 4-6-3 double play.
That came in the bottom of the 11th inning with a man in scoring position. Bobby takes a strike. A 1 for 4 night for Abreu last night. His 18th home run, his 71st run batted in. And also picked up 3 walks. Reaches for that one. Nubs it foul. It's no balls, 2 strikes.
You get to see that movement at 95 miles an hour. Very difficult when he gets on a roll. That's the key against him, though. It's attacking the fastball early, scoring runs in the first or second inning against him.
Mark Carlson, the home plate umpire, not giving Hernandez the outside corner as of right now. Seeing that pitch was a little bit out. Wearing the hockey style mask. Count remains at 1-2. Take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
Oh, avoid pitcher's counts. What I mean by that, when you fall behind as a batter against Felix Hernandez, that's when he can throw that changeup. He can throw the curveball, the hard curveball in the dirt, or the slider. Attack that fastball early. The Angels have been very successful against him with that approach. Hitting the fastball, first pitch, second pitch. Just 4-7 in his career against the Angels.
Breaking ball got Abreu looking. Bobby knew it. 2 outs.
That's why you try to avoid those pitcher's counts when you could drop a curveball like that on him. That was nasty in the strike zone also. Or location and the break to that. That's a true 12-6 curveball at 85 miles an hour.
210th strikeout of the year. It's been he and Jared Weaver atop the strikeout leaderboard in Major League Baseball. Roy Halladay's in there. But it's been Hernandez and Jared. Felix now making his 31st start. Weaver made his 30th last night. Corey takes inside. It's 2 balls and no strikes. And Felix comes into this one as the American League leader in earned run average, 2.30. They Buck holds second at 253. Trevor Cahill at 267. David Price, and then Weaver at 3.06. A little inside-out job, foul down that first base line. It's 2-1.
A little tardy on a 95-mile-an-hour fastball, even when you're in a fastball count.
Two and two now.
Man is also 0-2 against the Angels this year alone. Last time that he was dominant. There were many runs.
I mentioned those complete games, the 5 that Felix has, ties with Dallas Braden for second. 7 leads the American League. Cliff Lee and Carl Pavano.
Carl Pavano, I would.
7
that would have
complete games.
I don't think I would have guessed. I was going to went with CC Sabathia maybe.
2-2. Shot foul. But still a 2-ball, 2-strike count. 7 complete games for Carl Pavano, the Minnesota Twins.
What a great pickup that was by the Twins last season. When you think about it, there's right around the waiver deadline, they were able to pick him up in a deal for it with Cleveland.
16-game winner this year. Hernandez is giving Torrey plenty of fastballs here. Torrey gets to square one up. That one fouled off his leg. So still the 2 balls, 2 strikes. Torrey 0 for 6 last night. This one out towards shallow right field. Ichiro comes in. He'll make the catch. And Hernandez has himself a 1-2-3 inning. One complete here at the big end. We have no score. Last 2 games, 30 innings. That's it. That's all. Tied a franchise record, April 13th, 14th, 1982 against these Seattle Mariners. Actually, not these, but 1982. Let's see. Henry Cato. So St. Louis jumps on the third.
Boy, he was a good outfielder.
Right? Would he have been on there, 82?
Pretty close. Alvin Davis didn't come up until 84.
Harold Reynolds.
Yeah, definitely. Kenny Phelps.
Ken Phelps. Seinfeld reference.
Or Seinfeld.
Is that new show on My 13?
Yes.
Kochman takes a strike. Dreaded 1982 season for the then California Angels.
Well, the good thing was we got to hear Buttercup 4 times. Which is never a bad thing.
Maybe what Reggie and Rod, all those guys needed for 1982 to get them over the hump against the Milwaukee Brewers.
I think so. We're up 2-0 in that 5-game series.
Don't remind me. I was in Milwaukee for all 3.
That was a pretty good team, though.
Wallbangers.
Pretty good. They could hit.
Yeah, they could. 2 quick outs here for Irvin Santana. Had a Moore stepping in. Moore takes down low. Went back and looked at that 82 team for Seattle. Rick Sweet, who has since become a very, very good minor league manager. I know he was with the Astros at one time. Catcher. Julio Cruz was at second. Todd Cruz at shortstop. Manny Castillo at third. Bruce Bhakti. There's a name from the past. He was in the '79 All-Star because we had that on videotape for some reason.
Did Todd Cruz have the great patent leather shoes?
Yeah.
Cleats?
They were tight.
Oh.
Dave Henderson. Al Cowens.
Hendu Kendu.
Oh, yeah. And Richie Zisk as the DH.
Wow.
Yeah. Just missed outside. Full count here on Moore with 2 outs. Very young Mike Stanton and a very young Jerry Dongley.
Jerry Dongley.
I know that's one of your favorites. He went around. The pitch gets away from Mathis. Off balance throw. Napoli takes a foot on the bag. It's a 1-2-3 inning for Irvin Santana. We hit to the bottom of the second. Matsui, Napoli, and Ivor to face King Felix with no score. That's right, Godzilla to lead things off here in the bottom of the second inning against Felix Hernandez. Matsui, Napoli, Ivor here. No score. Hernandez with a 1-2-3 first inning, including a strikeout of Bobby Abreu. He promptly takes a fastball. And Torrey saw a lot of fastballs in that plate appearance to end the first inning, and he got the fly ball to right. Hideki gets a first pitch fastball there.
You see a lot of fastballs at Hernandez early in the game. That's why the Angels have been successful against him, attacking that fastball. You don't want to take those pitches if they're in the strike zone.
That's up and away. 2 balls and a strike. Hideki went for 4 last night. A base hit in the 4th inning and scored the first run for the Angels. The 2-1. Just took enough off that fastball. 90 miles an hour, 2-2.
That's the impressive thing about him is he can sink the fastball. Variations in the speed of his fastball from 90 range to 97. Sometimes we'll get 98 on the fastball.
Got the back foot of Matsui as the count remains at 2 balls, 2 strikes. Did you find yourself later on in the season, especially a season such as this for Seattle, where not playing for a whole lot, you're just playing for personal pride and stats at this point, especially for a guy like Felix Hernandez, trying to make some noise for the Cy Young, kind of keeping more in the tank, throwing more fastballs as opposed to the breaking balls leading into the offseason?
Because most people just assume when pitchers rack up the amount of innings, like let's say Felix Hernandez has at this point of the season, that you don't have quite the crispness on your fastball. But the reality is bat speed slows down too. So if you still have a good fastball, it's a great time to challenge hitters with the fastball, especially if you can change speeds on the fastball down and then elevate high.
That is sliced just foul up the third base line. That's Matsui taking that breaking pitch and trying to get it inside the bag there as they play the overshift on him.
I always felt August was the tough month for a pitcher. And then September comes around, the weather cools down, and you feel some freshness still back in your arm. Most times, you're hoping to be involved in a pennant race, but even if you're not, you're generally going to feel much better this time of the year than you were in August.
He only went 7 innings against the Angels on the 31st. He'd given up no runs on 3 hits. And done after that. 3-2. So he fouls it back.
Well, the good thing for the Angels hitters so far early in this ballgame, they've had some long at bats against Felix. They're now already up to 28 pitches, a couple full counts already. Next pitch will be number 10 against Matsui. Again, he's throwing a lot of fastballs, so you can time it. You're late on the fastball, so you don't want to speed up the bat by something slower.
And he lost it. Good at bat by Hideki Matsui. First man on board for the Angels. It comes as the leadoff man in the second. Mike Napoli stepping to the plate. Hernandez, of course, finished second in the American League Cy Young last year to Zach Greinke. To a career high 238 and 2/3 innings last year. Prior to tonight at 219 and 1/3. And he is the franchise, without question.
Yeah, I think they're going to try to keep him around that 7 innings pitch mark the rest of the season, even if he's at a relatively low pitch count. They're just trying to make sure they keep him healthy. You're not going to win the division this year. You're not going to make the postseason, which everyone anticipated that being the case this year. You don't want to hurt him. You want to make sure he's around for a lot of years as you start rebuilding.
Just 24 years of age. Signed an extension that takes him through 2014. He built up his innings every single year. 1-1. Napoli. It's a high fly ball to shallow center. There comes Gutierrez. He'll make the catch, and there's out number 1. Last thing you want to do is do any harm to a pitcher. I'm not a big believer. I don't know how you feel about this, but this whole limiting the innings. I think when you've got a young pitcher, like in Felix's case, when he first came up at 19 years of age, they really, with kid gloves, kind of worked him at the major league level, upping his innings. That I understand, but when you get to a certain point, I think with as much throwing as pitchers do, especially starting pitchers, I think you get more trouble trying to shut them down or bring them back down to earth as opposed to continuing a good, solid throwing program at all times. I think injuries are predetermined. I think you could do all you can to prevent an injury, but I think if someone's going to break down, especially starting pitchers, shoulder or elbow, I think that's going to happen.
It's going to happen. I mean, wasn't that long ago when I was fortunate enough to make it up the big leagues, they never even once ever thought about shutting you down or even pitch counts. Sabragan and myself both came up as 20 and 21-year-olds. That was never the case. And I think it does help when you're a young pitcher and you're honest with your pitching coach and your manager and tell them how you feel. So that's important, just the communication aspect with your pitching coach more so than ever. But the reality is, if you're going to be hurt, you're going to be hurt whether you throw 100 innings or 200 innings, in my opinion.
Case in point, Steven Strasburg, Tommy John surgery. Johan Santana, been around. Have to have shoulder surgery, it appears.
3 years in a row, he's going to have surgery during the offseason as a member of the New York Mets. But they were always concerned about him even when he was with Minnesota. I mean, he put up some unbelievable numbers with the Twins, Santana, but they always were worried about his elbow. And of course, when you have an elbow issue, eventually that could turn into a shoulder injury because you compensate in the way you throw the baseball.
Ibar fouls that one off. The count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Johan was always one of those guys that everyone talked about as a great athlete. Forget about he was a fantastic pitcher. He was always a great athlete, could feel his position. The other guy that pops in my mind when you hear great athlete as a pitcher, Mike Hampton. You don't know how many surgeries he's had in his career.
He was supposed to be a linebacker when he was playing football in high school. He was that type of player.
Pulled on the right side. Figgins with a diving stop. They get Matsui. There's out number 2. Sean Figgins again with another spectacular play. Robbing Ibar of a potential base hit. There are 2 outs.
We're showing great range with glove side and then the backhand in the series so far already. Boy, the presence of mind to be able to get the lead runner also knowing it's Matsui running, you can get him forced at second base.
I think that was the better option for him. Having to lay out like that, being off balance, I think he'd realize that more of a bang-bang play at first base with Ibar. Take the easier route with Matsui running. You got the lead runner. Howie Kendrick steps to the plate. Mike Hampton, by the way, back in the big leagues with the Arizona Diamondbacks.
That is amazing in itself.
Rocco Baldelli is back in the big leagues. Wasn't he a front office guy at the start of the year?
That's what I thought. Well, he had inside information to be able to get back to the big leagues.
There goes Ibar. Kendrick takes a strike to throw down for more. Not in time. Eric Ibar picks up a stolen base, puts himself in a scoring position.
20th stolen base on the season for Ibar. Good opportunity, especially with 2 outs, to get in scoring position. Hernandez pretty quick to the plate, but you got to take your chances and try to force the issue. Now giving up 11 stolen bases on the season. But a good jump, a throw on the shortstop side of the bag allowed him to get his hand in there and get in scoring position.
Well, it goes without saying, the Angels struggled with men in scoring position last night. Kendrick lining one to right field. There's a base hit. Ichiro playing somewhat shallow. Ibar being waved around. He will score. The Angels have a 1-0 lead. Kendrick in at second.
Well, I'll tell you, the reason why he was able to score it looked like Ichiro got handcuffed on that hard hit ball by Howie in the right center field. He was charging in, but then had to slow down just to catch the ball first. The ball was first hit out the right field. I said, this is going to be some kind of play at the plate. But he didn't field it cleanly coming and charging in on that baseball. That slight hesitation where generally you're going to try to come in and field that with momentum going forward, you would have a better chance. Even that was still a strong throw. But that slight hesitation allowed Ibar to score.
Mathis over to third base. Lopez across the diamond. And Jeff Mathis retired for the 3rd out. But the Angels strike first. They get a run on a hit. And they leave a man on. Through 2. Halos up 1-0. Eric Ibar with a 2-out stolen base, and Howie Kendrick picking up his 67th run batted in, giving the Angels a 1-0 lead as we start the third. Urban Santana had a 1-2-3 second inning. And here in the third inning, he'll face 8-9-1. Saunders, Wilson, and Ichiro. Michael Saunders takes the strike. .213 average, 8 home runs, and 30 runs batted in for Saunders. Last night ended up going 1 for 5. Good pitch into the knees. Urban quickly headed. No balls, 2 strikes. Urban had come into this inning having thrown 32 pitches, 18 for strikes. 3 strikeouts already. No walks and 1 hit allowed. A pitch in, and it's 1-2.
Still like that fastball elevated against Saunders. A guy with a long swing looks out over the plate. Inner half susceptible to that fastball.
Two balls, 2 strikes. A little different team for Seattle than what we saw back in April. No King Griffey Jr. No Milton Bradley.
Guys they expected power out of. On base percentage. There's not enough run producers on this club. There's some guys, table setters in Ichiro and Figgins. There's not enough guys behind them to do the job. Now Irvin ahead of the count 0-2. Now all of a sudden finds himself 3-2 count. Second time we've seen that already in this game.
Breaking ball got him. Back-to-back punch-outs for Santana. He struck out more to end the second inning. And there's out number 1.
Oh, that's a tough pitch. If you're Saunders, you're thinking fastball instead. You get a slider in the inner half, and you see that type of swing out of him. Stayed on top of that slider, snapped it off, down and in, gets the punch out.
Josh Wilson takes inside, and it's 1 ball, no strikes. 243 after the 0 for 5 night last night with a home run. 20 runs batted in. Congratulations, by the way, to Rich Thompson. Last night picked up his first major league victory.
Well, he gets his first major league victory. Gets on the pregame show also. He's had a great 24 hours.
It's usually how it works, right?
No doubt.
There's Rich. In his own words, only 518 more to catch Cy Young.
Now, where's he get the game ball at that run? It's over the fence by Bobby.
Howie Kendrick to his left, retires Josh Wilson, 2 outs. Nice range showed by Howie.
Seen both second basemen go to their glove side, making some outstanding plays with great range into the outfield grass. Gets up, makes the strong throw, gets the easy out at first base.
Don't we have a strategically placed usher beyond the left field fence for certain situations that perhaps maybe he retrieved the baseball?
I hope so. That's a pretty big accomplishment, getting your first major league victory. You want that baseball no matter what.
Ichiro gets jammed here. Little flare out to shallow right. Torrey gets chugging in. He'll make the catch. Another 1, 2, 3 innings. 7 in a row retired by Urban Santana since that first inning hit by Branyan. Angels still up 1-0. Peter Borges leads things off here against Felix Hernandez. Takes a strike. 9-1-2 due up for the Halos. Borges, Cayaspo, and Abreu. Little chopper towards short. Wilson's going to have a tough play here. That's an infield base hit for Borges. Boy, I tell you what, he took a great first step out of the batter's box.
It's like he's a sprinter right away. Boy, head down. Well, that's great technique. That first step out of the batter's box.
Leadoff man is on board for the second consecutive inning. Here's Alberto Cayaspo.
Well, you got to be thinking stolen base right away for Borges.
Pretty good pickoff move by Felix Hernandez.
Generally, a pitcher like Felix will hold the ball for a bit before he makes that throw. That was a quick. He didn't even get into set position before he made the throw over.
Cayaspo out to left field. Saunders is there. Borges heads back to first base. There's the first out. Cayaspo now over 2. Comebacker back to Felix in the first inning. Bobby Abreu steps up. The only strikeout for Felix. Went down looking at a pretty good breaking pitch in the first inning. Another quick throw over there. Boy, Jeff Kellogg, the first base umpire, just in a big league umpiring position, looking for that tag.
Oh, he's got a great view. A little different than, say, what Ken Kaiser used to be like at first base. He just stand there and just give you a quick little save for out call. Kellogg's right in there, getting ready to make that call.
Kellogg's hoping that Cosby catches the ball, otherwise he's face planting that baseball. Borges takes off to throw down for more. Is not a dive. First stolen base for Peter Borges, second of the game for the Angels.
12 stolen base against Felix Hernandez when he's been on the mound. You have to be aggressive against a pitcher like Felix because he doesn't give you many opportunities to score. And that was a pretty good jump, that first step by Borges. Got himself in position to steal the bag.
Bobby takes that fastball outside. It's 1 ball, 1 strike. Remember, Ivar Stoll, second base in the second inning, scored on the 2-out base hit by Howie Kendrick. 1-1 pitch. 2 balls, strike. Felix Hernandez has allowed now 5 earned runs in his 4 starts against the Angels. He's 0-1, 2 no decisions, plus whatever happens tonight.
Well, it's pretty fortunate the minor league season's over with. Otherwise, they had to send him down.
2 balls, 2 strikes. Abreu didn't seem to like that call. Wilson, the shortstop, trying to keep Borges close to the bag at second. That's in the dirt. Boy, what a nice job by Adam Moore. The appeal went Bobby's way. Full count. Tough breaking pitch down and in with a left-handed batter. Moore came up with it cleanly.
Well, that's an unbelievable play by Moore behind the plate. That's a slider at 91 miles an hour. Difficult pitch to be able to even get a part of. And it's breaking like that in the dirt.
Payoff pitch to Abreu. Out toward left field. Saunders coming in, and he will make the catch. Borges way off the bag. Will get doubled up. That will end the inning. No runs, a hit. Base running Gaff. We're through 3. Halo's still up 1-0. Who are they?
Well, Erstey's the easy one, Darren Erstey. He had 240.
Two, 3, and 4 due up for Seattle. Figgins, Branyan, Gutierrez. 4 strikeouts for Urban Santana. That'll leave an account. Figgins a fly ball to right field in his first inning at bat, so he's 0 for 1. A fine defensive play in the second inning. We've had a couple of really good defensive plays by both second basemen in this game. 1-1 pitch. A jam shot over towards short. Nothing that Ibar could do, even if he comes up with it bare hand. I think because of the spin on that ball, Figgins was going to get an infield single.
No chance to be able to make that play. Figgins is too quick in out of the batter's box also. Ball ran away from him, tried to use the bare hand. Even with that arm that Ibar has, no chance to throw it at Sean Figgins. Now definitely a stolen base threat. 37 stolen bases on the year already for Sean Figgins.
Well, he's got Branyan at the plate, a guy that swings and misses quite a bit, even though he had a base hit in the first inning. Big curveball misses outside. That hit by Figgins, the second allowed by Irvin, the other to Branyan.
Irvin has allowed 31 stolen bases against him this season.
Foul tipped and hung onto by Mathis. Looked like Figgins wanted to take off on that last pitch. Couldn't get the timing right.
That's always been the key for Irvin. Not particularly quick to the plate. If he can hold the baseball, Sean Figgins stop, not get any momentum going towards second, they have a chance to throw him out.
Upstairs, 2 balls and a strike. Brandon with 10 home runs with Cleveland. 14 as a member of the Mariners. Career high last year as he swings here, and it's a towering shot to straightaway center. Borges is there. Figgins goes back to first base. Does not tag. There's out number 1. Angel fans, bring the whole family out to the Angels game tomorrow afternoon for the annual Salute to Kids Day. Upon entry, all kids 2 to 18 in attendance will receive a free Angels reminder binder courtesy of Union Bank. To purchase tickets or for more information on Salute to Kids Day, let's visit angelsbaseball.com.
A reminder binder.
Oh, yeah.
Can't wait.
Danny Herron up against Jason Vargas tomorrow. 12:35 start here. Someone's teething. First pitch to Gutierrez is lifted foul and out of play on the first base side.
So far, Urban's done a great job against Sean Figgins at first. He hasn't quite figured him out. Thought about going again, but didn't get a good read on Urban. Or one, a chance to possibly put a pitch out. Not to be able to throw at Sean Figgins.
Pitch out, nothing happening.
It's worth the gamble if you have confidence in your pitcher that he's going to throw strikes. Head of the count 0-1. Chance to put a pitch out on. Now you got to right back in. Mike Scissor's not afraid to go back-to-back pitch outs if he feels for sure that Sean Figgins is going to attempt to steal.
Nice job by Mathis. Quick throw to first. Nice play by Napoli. One short hop to another. That's how catchers roll.
Yep. When that ground ball at Napoli yesterday, he played it like a catcher, kept it right in front of him. Same thing there. We've talked a lot about some throws to second base getting by the infielders and allowing the runner to go from not only get to second, but to get to third. That's the proper way. Keep it in front.
John, the team leader in stolen bases with 37. Just one ahead of Ichiro. He's been caught 11 times. Pretty good lead over there. Takes off. Gutierrez chops this one over to third, foul. 2 balls, 2 strikes. But Figgins got a pretty good jump there. Gutierrez struck out looking in the first inning on a fastball. He had a 3-2 count, took it right down the middle. Figgins takes off, and Gutierrez puts this one out toward right center field. Hit pretty well. Borges will track it down. 2 outs.
Good read by Peter Borges in center field. That first step, good jump. Reads it, makes the play, got himself in decent throwing position, too, to make sure Sean Figgins even contemplate going back to first base to try to tag up, get into scoring position.
So with 2 outs, Figgins still at first. Jose Lopez at the plate. We grounded out to Kayaspa in second. Fastball missing outside. Lopez is the guy you can get to chase your own pitch. Expand a strike zone on.
Be a guess hitter. He's looking for a particular area to try to do some damage. But if he guesses wrong, he's susceptible to pitches out of the zone. And it's trying to shorten up his swing this season to make more consistent contact, though.
Figgins thought about going. And it would have been the right pitch to go on. It was a breaking ball that's in for a strike, and he was to count at 1-1. Both teams with 2 hits. Both teams have left one man on base. The Angels getting a run at the bottom of the second inning, courtesy of a Howie Kendrick 2-out base hit. Scored Einbar from second. Figgins starts to go, decides to go back. And again, Napoli having to dig that ball out of the dirt. Figgins almost got halfway. 1-2 on Lopez.
Stumbled. He took that first step. Napoli somehow keep the ball in front of him after hit his gloves, use his body to hit from Sean Figgins to be able to advance.
One-two looped into foul territory. Napoli's not going to get it. Bounds into the seats. The count remains at 1-2 strikes.
It's one of those just try to do whatever you can to stay alive. Just fight that good pitch off the outside part of the play. Once you make a commitment to swing, so you have another chance to get a mistake pitch.
This inning is played out almost as if Urban's given up like 4 or 5 hits. Deep counts, but it all has to do with Figgins over at first base and trying to keep him honest over there. Lopez pulling one down the left field line. Abreu coming in and toward the foul line, runs out of room. This one into the seats.
I tell you, just looking at Sean Figgins from up in our booth here, you can see he's trying to time him, but because Urban's holding the baseball very well, but he can't get that good first step. So he's decided not to try to steal the base. And the best way to negate a running game is to hold the baseball. See, it's not quite comfortable because he's trying to get some momentum going towards second to get himself in a good running position, but Urban's holding the baseball. So for me in this spot, go right after the hitter. Don't even worry about Sean Figgins right now. You have a 1-2 count. You got a guy that will swing and pitches out of the strike zone. Finish him off with that nasty slider.
Down remains with a ball and 2 strikes. Hard to believe Lopez has been around as long as he has. Went to the big leagues as a 20-year-old in 2004. Figgins takes off, and this one down the left field line. Hooking away from Abreu again into the seats. Jose Lopez fan club must be sitting at general vicinity over there.
Getting a lot of foul balls right down that line.
Long top of the 4th. 1-0 Angels with 2 outs and a man at first base. Figgins had an infield base hit to start the inning. Branyan and Gutierrez fly balls out to center field. Lined right to Napoli. That will end the inning. That must have been what Mike said. Just throw the fastball away and have him hit it right to your man. We get to the bottom of the 4th. Halos up 1-0. juicy Philly cheesesteak? Then come to Carl's Jr. for the Philly cheesesteak burger. Halos up 1-0 here to start the bottom of the fourth inning. Hunter Matsui, Napoli. Scheduled 3 against Felix Hernandez. He's thrown 50 pitches, 34 gone for strikes. 1 punch out, 1 walk. Breaking ball to Torres inside. Odd sighting for Torres. It saw a lot of fastballs in that first inning at bat, which he ended up flying out to Ichiro in the first. 0 for 1 is Torres. That'll leave him to count.
Right to that slow curveball, that 93-mile-an-hour fastball must seem to be 100 miles an hour.
Breaking ball drops in there, and it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, that bounced. I think that bounced in the grass.
Yeah. That had a chance of getting the grass. Yes. Right at it. Yes. Got the grass. Change up and then got
the inner thigh part. 2-2. Torrey goes down swinging. There's out number 1. Go back and take a look at our AT&T trivia question talking about Angels with 200 hits or more in a single season. 4 players. Who are they? They're Nerstad, Vlad Guerrero, Alex Johnson, Garrett Anderson in 2003.
Pretty good names in Angel history. Vlad, it's amazing. Twice did that. Think with all the power numbers. And you don't think of hits. It's 200 hit seasons. What a career Garrett Anderson had. Remember the Angels.
Matsui hitting one out to deep left center field. This one's got a chance and gone. A bow taco for Hideki Matsui and his 2-0 Angels.
Boy, he squared that up pretty well, but he goes the other way. Very impressive by Matsui. Home run number 19. 15th home run Hernandez has allowed this season. Well, a fastball up and out over the plate. Felix knew it right away.
Yep. 19th home run of the year, 75th RBI here for Hideki. That, folks, is the 6th home run he's hit against the Seattle Mariners this year. Napoli late on that breaking pitch, and no balls, 2 strikes.
Well, he knew it. He didn't want to look up either to see how far it went.
Napoli goes down swinging. 2 strikeouts in the inning for Felix Hernandez. 2 outs here for Eric Ibar with the bases clear.
Only 3 pitches in the strikeout. Napoli against Felix. He wasn't real happy with himself with location of that pitch to Matsui. Again, he realized he hasn't got a lot of run support this entire season. And when you make a mistake like that, they can cost you the game. That's what makes it so impressive, his numbers throughout this entire year. The little run support he has gotten is not affected as the way he approaches each and every hitter. Just goes right after him with his good stuff.
Ibar fouls that one back, and it's a 1-1 count. Felix allowed a season-high 8 runs, 7 earned to the Angels back on May the 7th. And from that point forward, he's had a 1.80 ERA and still a 9-7 record in that stretch over 23 starts. I mean, there's nothing you could do. 22 quality starts since May the 13th, and has held opponents to a .210 batting average.
And that's why, when you think about it, as a starting pitcher, all you can control is your innings pitched. So many other variables come into play. Plays made behind you, how many runs you've received while you're on the mound. You throw strikes, go deep in the ballgame, chances are you've got a better chance to get a decision, whether it's a win or a loss. That's what you want, the chance to get a decision.
Oh, in his last 6 starts, too, he's 4-1 with a .20. .20, 6 starts.
And you've actually lost the game.
Yeah, exactly. High bar out toward left center. Gutierrez had him played perfectly. And Franklin will make the catch for out number 3. So 2 strikeouts and a fly ball out, but in between the first 2 outs, Godzilla going the opposite way. His 19th of the year, 4 in the books. 2-0 Angels. Curfew could do it, so they're going to blow him up tonight. First pitch swinging is Casey Kochman, lining one right to Peter Borges. No good first step needed there. Right at him. 1 out.
Perfect position to make the play.
This is what you'll see after the game.
Oh, this is unbelievable. Imagine if you're at the ballpark today, you get to see this pitching matchup and then the fireworks.
But if you're at the ballpark, you get to see the spectacular we're putting on right now in the air. And that we previewed last night on multiple occasions. Look at that.
Unbelievable.
I feel like I'm near the barge in the Hudson River, New York City, on July the 4th. Adam Moore takes a strike, and it's 1-1. Moore, a strikeout victim in the second. Irvin falls behind at 2 balls and 1 strike. This one lined to right. Torrey had a pretty good jump on that one. Makes the catch, and there are 2 outs. Hey, fans, the Angels are giving away yet another trend-setting hat. That's right, trend-setting hat. As the kids are back in school. Come out to the Big A Saturday, September 25th. All kids 2 to 18 in attendance will receive a free Angels camo hat, courtesy of Smart & Final. Get your tickets today at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window.
Camo hats.
I don't even see them. That's how good the camo's working. This one out to shallow center field. Ivo is out there. He'll make the basket catch, and Irvin Santana with a 1-2-3 inning. We head to the bottom of the 5th here at the Big A. Halos up 2-0. lead. And here in the bottom of the fifth, Kendrick, Mathis, Borges. It's Felix Hernandez. First pitch fastball is in. Howie 1 for 1 with an RBI single. Picking up the 67th run batted in. Two balls and no strikes. Kendrick, career high doubles this year with 35. RBIs with 66. Tied for his career high in home runs with 10. Fouls that pitch to the right. It's 2-1. Take a look at our Land Rover key plays tonight involving Howie Kendrick.
That was that good inside-out approach. Rise in, Earth eyeball who had stolen second base. Which makes a great defensive play, showing some great range into the outfield grass to the glove side, makes the play.
Howie now with a 2-ball, 2-strike count. Felix Hernandez, by the way, 3 punch-outs and a walk. Breaking ball, chopped over to third. Lopez has got it on 2 hops. High throw, and Kendrick is safe. A nice effort by Kotsman to go up there, get it, and try to swipe tag.
Well, Kotsman has shown before, even though he was a member of the Angels, has built the lead. They had a great play as far as making this closer than the Peter had any chance of being close. Well, that tag was almost made. Definitely a hit and run scenario now with Mathis at the plate. Howie with good speed, 12 stolen bases on the season. Mathis handles the bat pretty well in these spots.
18th error by Jose Lopez at third base this year. Pitch out, nothing's happening. 1 ball, no strikes. Mathis grounded out to Lopez to end the second. He's 0 for 1. Great shot there, the try box. Lino flashing the sign, so his base runner, hitter. Felix coming inside there on Mathis. Bunts it foul. 1 ball, 1 strike.
Well, if you're a pitcher, that's what you want to do. Elevate a fastball. Very difficult as a hitter to be able to get that bump down when it's up in the strike zone like that. But Jeffy's got to look for a strike down. It's a better chance of putting that ball in play and advancing Howie to second base.
Howie easily back. Howie with 12 stolen bases on a year. He's been caught 4 times. Mathis bunts one right back to Felix. Looks to second. Fires over there. The ball gets away from Wilson into center. And Kendrick will stay right there. Gutierrez does a nice job backing up on the plate. Felix must have thrown a 95-mile-an-hour sinker running right back into Kendrick. And that kind of caused Wilson a whiff on that ball.
Well, he looked to see where Howie was at before he makes that throw. You almost have to have a spin move as you're fielding the ball to be in position to throw to second right away, especially with the speed that Howie has at first base. And that was a pretty good bunt, too, by Mathis. Again, it comes down to a guy that's not getting a lot of run support, realizing he better try to get that lead runner to prevent any more runs scored against him.
Borges bunts up the third base line. This is going to be an infield base hit. A little miscommunication there between Felix and Jose. And they are loaded up with nobody out.
If there's any knock at all on Felix Hernandez's game, it's generally been fielding his position, but he has improved greatly over the last year and a half as far as fielding his position. He's in position to make the play here, but that's a perfect bunt. Well, even if he fields that ball, he's better off not throwing it because Borges runs well. He's going to use the bare hand. He's going away from the base. Bad things can happen when a pitcher's going away from a base in that long throw across the diamond.
Alberto at the plate. He's 0 for 2. Comebacker to fly to left. Swings the first pitch and fouls it back. And by the way, on that Mathis bunt, Jeff reaches on the fielder's choice. Felix Hernandez was given an error. Now they're going to come out and check Hernandez. He did stumble on that bunt along the third base line there. But just going back to that play, I don't understand how Felix Hernandez can be given an E with the fielder's choice. This is that base hit where Felix kind of just slid there on the dirt.
Rolled his ankle. Took a big part of the grass, the third baseline. That's an amazing error to be called there. I mean, that's a tough play. I mean, that's an infield hit.
No, the Borges got an infield base hit. I'm talking about the previous play when he threw the ball into center field. If Howie advances to third, I can understand where it's an error, but it should just be a straight fielder's choice.
You think so? Howard shows that bunt there by Borges when he twisted his ankle on the turf. He pulled off a big chunk of the grass.
0-1 pitch. In the dirt. Nice job on Moore. 1 ball, 1 strike. So Kendrick at third, Mathis at second, Borges over at first. Halos with a run in the second. Howie Kendrick, an RBI single. And a run in the 4th inning. Hideki Matsui and his 19th home run. Chopped over to first. Kochman's coming home. They get the lead runner. And Kayaspo reaches on the fielder's choice. 1 out, bases still loaded.
Now it's time for a Coors Light cold hard blast. 14th inning, bottom walk-off piece by Bobby goes the other way. Sends the fans home happy. 16 innings and then 14 innings. The walk-off variety for Bobby Abreu. And that was a cold hard blast by Coors Light. The law says you can't do it back-to-back nights.
A walk-off piece?
No.
Or home runs?
Coors Light cold hard blast.
Oh, okay. Yeah, let's not even joke about 14 innings and a walk-off piece.
No. Talk about the blast.
Just keep it real.
Yep.
Curveball's down and hit for ball 1. Bobby, strikeout victim of the first. An unusual double play in the third inning. Hit the fly ball to left. Borges took off. Saunders made the catch and doubled up Borges at second base. That ended the third. Chopper slowly hit to Figgins. They're not going to turn 2. The run will score. It's 3-0 Angels. Credit Abreu with his 72nd RBI. There are 2 outs. Runners at second and third.
It's a big run, and they were anticipating playing back with the double play ball. The Angels will take that run. Probably not real easy to double up anyhow. So gift run for the Angels. Some mistakes made in the field.
There's Torrey Hunter with 2 on, 2 outs. Fastball laced into center field. There's a base hit. It's going to bring home 2 runs, and the Angels have opened this up against Felix Hernandez. They lead it 5-0.
Well, not many teams have success against Felix, but the Angels have. And that approach going after the fastball and attacking it, been very successful. First pitch, fastball counts. Going after that pitch, base hit up the middle.
Felix down 81 pitches, facing Hideki Matsui with Torrey at first. Torrey, by the way, picking up his 75th and 76th runs batted in. It's 1 ball, no strikes. Going with the curveball. This is low, 2-0. in the dirt. Matsui had the count of 3 balls and no strikes. All of these runs, we're told, are unearned. So all 3 here in the 5th inning. Not being charged in the ledger of Felix Hernandez. 2 errors in the inning. One by Jose Lopez, the other by Felix Hernandez. That's a strike on the outside corner, 3-1. Torrey with a short lead over at first. Takes off for second. That's a walk. The second issued in the game, both to Matsui. Decker with a 1-for-1 game. Home run is a couple of bases on balls. 2-on, 2-out for Mike Napoli. Here comes Carl Willis, the pitching coach, for a visit to Felix. Remember that last visit was an injury visit by the interim skipper.
Whether it's affected his mechanics remains to be seen. As far as twisting that ankle, trying to fill that bump by Peter Borges. The reality is this is an opportunity to get him out of the game. Get a gapper, a big fly, all of a sudden you look up, it's 7-8-0.
Napoli's the 8th man to hit in this inning. 0-for-2 on the night with a fly to center to strikeout. Torrey with a huge lead at second. Napoli fouls this one at the plate. No balls and a strike. No 1 pitch. I'll leave it to count at 1-1. Got the fastball there.
Pretty good
1-2.
swing at it, too. Missed that by much. Had a little bit of late movement on it. Got underneath the bat enough for Napoli to foul it off. So what, if Napoli gets a pitch in that same spot again, there's going to be some damage done to that pitch.
One, 2. Almost hit him. 2 balls, 2 strikes. The Halos with 3 runs here in the 5th inning on a couple of hits, a couple of errors. We'll go back and take a look at our Hyundai key to the game.
And the continued success the Angels have had against Felix Hernandez, avoiding those pitchers' counts, jumping on that first pitch fastball, getting ahead of the count as far as the hitters count. Because when you fall behind 0-2, 1-2, he's throwing that devastating curveball or slider. He's been able to get outs. But when he's fallen behind in the count, in the hitters' counts, they've been successful.
Felix Hernandez having thrown 25 pitches so far in this inning. 26. Napoli shoots it down a right field line. This one tailing foul. Napoli goes down swinging on the breaking pitch. That will end the bottom of the 5th inning with the Halos score 3 times on a couple of hits, 2 errors, and they leave 2 on. 5 in the books. Angels up 5-0.
showing some leather in this series. Great play to the glove side, showing some good range and the presence of mind to get Matsui at second. That was our Coors Light free scan, brought to you by Frost Brew Coors Light.
Top of the sixth inning, it is a 5-0 Angels lead. Irvin Santana has been spectacular so far. 4 strikeouts, no walks, 2 hits allowed. Facing 9-1-2 here in the sixth inning. Wilson takes a strike. Wilson eats your own figures here against Santana. Looking for his 16th win of the year. Wilson hitting a high fly ball to shallow left center. Ibar drifting out. He's got the call. He'll make the catch. 1 out. If Irvin picks up his 16th win, that'll tie a career high in victories. He's done it 2 other times. 2 years ago, 2008, went 16-7 with a 3.49 ERA in 32 starts. The first time he did it was back in 06. He was 16-8 with a 4.28 ERA in 33 starts. Here's Ichiro, 0 for 2 tonight. That fastball goes off the glove of Mathis for ball 1. Had a pretty good chance, of course, of recording a new career high for him. That pitch is down and away. It's 2 balls and no strikes.
Let's go right after him with that fastball. Trust movement. Ichiro's got great play coverage. His challenge.
This one popped up and out of play. My guesstimation here, Irvin has 4 more starts. Assuming everything stays on track and everybody stays healthy. His next one would come Friday against the Rays in St. Petersburg as Ichiro swings through that one. He will then face Texas on the 22nd during the homestand, the last game of that series. He'll face Oakland, which is the middle game of the homestand, and then the last game of the year in Texas. Breaking pitch down low. Potential is there for the big 2-0.
The way he's been throwing and the run support he's received this season. 5.5 runs a game, Irvin. Even as much as the offense has struggled, Irvin's picked the right day to go out and pitch. They score runs, lots of them.
And Ichiro goes down swinging, second time tonight. 5th overall. Hey fans, if you're looking for a great value, look no further than the Angels Friends and Family Fun Pack presented by JetBlue. Enjoy 4 game tickets, 4 hot dogs, 4 soft drinks for just $44. The Friends and Family Fun Pack game takes place tomorrow afternoon, 12:35 here against the Seattle Mariners. Be sure to purchase that Family Fun Pack today at angelsbaseball.com. Dan Herron towing the slab for the Halos. Jason Vargas, a left-hander, going for Seattle. Pickett's 1 for 2 in this one with a fly to right and a base hit, infield variety.
Well, if you're going inside, they always talk about making the batter move his feet. Well, that certainly was the case for Irvin throwing that fastball around knee level for Sean Figgins. Now not quite comfortable at the plate.
2 balls, 2 strikes. And a 2-2 upstairs. Seen that a couple times tonight. 0-2 to 3-2.
He's trying to be too fine. Each time he's come back on that 3-2 pitch with a breaking pitch, a slider. See if he goes with that same pattern.
fouls this one off the left. So count remains at 3 balls, 2 strikes. It's been a scoring change, even though it doesn't really matter, doesn't affect a whole lot. That error that Felix Hernandez got charged with on the throw to second base gets moved over to Josh Wilson. E1 goes to E6. Count remains 3-2. Still don't understand how that's an error. That's pulled, and that's a fair ball heading into the corner. Torrey trying to chase it down. Figgins thinking about 3. He's going to get in there easily.
We've seen in this stadium, too, that ball, if it gets by Torrey, that's an easy inside the park home run. It slams into the wall. Trying to cut that one off. Sean Figgins very familiar with this ballpark. Never hesitated. He's got an easy triple, standing up.
Second triple of the year. The second time in the game in which the Mariners found a man in scoring position. Just the third hit allowed by Irvin. Here's Russell Brandon. Had a base hit in the first inning, hit a fly ball to center in the fourth. Pulled over to the right side. Kendrick is out at shallow right. He'll retire Brandon. We'll standard 4-1 put out to end the 6th inning. We had the bottom of the 6th inning. Halos up 5-0. Speed internet, home phone, and wireless. Visit AT&T.com or call 1-800-PIC-AT&T for details. By your Southern California Ford dealers, where you'll find the new Transit Connect. Check it out at scforddealers.com. And by 76 Gasoline. We're on the driver's side. 5-0 Angels. Eric Ibar swings the first pitch and pulls one on the first base side. Tachman near the railing, runs out of room.
I had sound on someone's hand. I hope.
Yep.
All right.
Don't rub it.
No. You can hear that all the way up here.
Eric 0 for 2 with a ground out and a fly ball out. But he didn't score the first run. Stole second base with 2 outs and then scored a base hit by Kendrick. 0-1 pitch. That's a strike. 0-2. Pulls this one over the right side. Figgins moving to his left. He's got it. He'll retire Ibar for the first out. Well, we see that play, and John Figgins made a couple of them. Kendrick's made a nice couple of plays as well, including the last out of the sixth.
Well, first of all, showing very good range to be able to make this play against Russell Brania. But the hard part is making the good, strong throw at chest high. As you see a pitcher running towards first base, it has to be a perfect throw to be able to hit the target, and that's what Howie was able to do. Making a perfect throw to Urban Santana to get the out, and no run scored.
No balls in a strike here on Howie. He's had a 1-for-2 game. More than likely the last inning for Felix Hernandez. You would suspect he's getting ready to hit the century mark as far as pitches thrown. He has 4 strikeouts and 2 walks. A chopper to short. Wilson has got it. Skipped on it. There's out number 2.
Well, you're going to have games in which you don't command the strike zone as well as you anticipate. Felix has had those issues today. Obviously, when you're at 100 pitches in the 6th inning, you haven't been quite as crisp as you want to be. Sometimes when you don't have your best stuff, you need your guys to pick you up, and the defense has not picked them up, and of course the offense once again.
Jeff Mathis 0 for 2. Ground ball to third. Reach on that fielder's choice, which was that bunt. Trying to sacrifice Kendrick over to second. Felix through to second. Wilson apparently whiffed on, so he got charged with the error. So it's 1 ball, 1 strike now. And Jeff did come around to score. It's a 1 ball, 2 strike count. Felix Hernandez has had 1-1-2-3 inning. That came in the first, retiring Teoscar, Abreu, and Hunter. He's now picked up his second 1-2-3 inning and his 5th strikeout of the night. 6 in the books here at the Big A. Angels still lead it 5-0. The 2nd and 4th. 3 runs in the 5th. Little bridal parties even here at the Big A. Watching Urban Santana cruising. Gutierrez, Lopez, and Kochman here the 7th. Gutierrez 0 for 2 with a strikeout and a fly ball to center. That one on the outside corner, 1-2.
That was a good slider. Stayed within his mechanics. Good spot.
Pretty good pitch in on the hands on that last one. Count remains at 1 ball, 2 strikes. Well, the control back for Irvin Santana. The breaking pitch has popped up. Howie Kendrick got the call. And there's out number 1. Hey, just a reminder to go to FoxSportsWest.com to vote for the Angels' top memorable moment that you'd like to see replayed here on Fox Sports West. 2 of them to choose from. May 30th, the Howie Kendrick 3-run walk-off home run against the Mariners. And on June 23rd, here at the Big A, that was that really odd double play turned by the Angels to end the ballgame. Just log on to FoxSportsWest.com. This one pulled toward the hole, backhanded by Ibar on 1 hop. And Lopez is retired for out number 2.
Was that the same inning where Matt Kent was picked off at second base by Brian Fuentes, too? Everything unfolded.
Yes.
Base running for the Dodgers in that inning. Appeal made at third. Left too early. Wasn't that the last out? With Reed trying to score on that one?
Reed Johnson did not score because the putout at second base occurred prior to Johnson crossing the plate, which I believe was the tying run. It would have been the tying run.
There were some unbelievable base running mistakes made in that series.
Napoli's got this one. He'll take it himself. Irvin Santana has himself a 1-2-3 inning. The 7th inning stretch time here in honor of September 11th. We will turn things over to honor America with the singing of God Bless America.
We've lost those who responded and those who continue to answer the call today. Would you please join Taylor Longbrink as she sings God Bless America.
Stand beside her and guide
Angels on top here in the bottom of the 7th inning. We're not talking about Gooby myself. Peter Boyce leads things off here.
Boy, Buttercup, this makes you think and just do crazy stuff. Like dressed like a banana.
Or just puts this one on the ground. Josh Wilson, and there's out number 1. You know I'm not falling for the banana in the tailpipe again. Jamie Wright's up and loosening. It's Alberto Castro. Castro 0 for 3. Did score a run in the 5th inning. That is slapped inside the bag at third base and down the line. Saunders was playing him shallow, so Castro has to stop at first base. Throw gets away from Figgins.
Well, what a play by Saunders in left field. Even though the throw was wide at second base, Castro had to stop and retreat. There's no way to go to second base. Well, right down the line. Plays it perfectly off the wall, Saunders does. With all the outfielders for the M's, strong arms. It's off target, but still kept it with single.
Here's Bobby Abreu. Never a bad time to reference a Beverly Hills Cop line, right?
Never.
One ball, no strikes. Abreu 0 for 3, but picked up an RBI in the 5th. '72nd run batted in. Felix Hernandez falls behind here. 2 balls and no strikes. There's a strike, 2-1. Torrey Hunter on deck. He had a 2 RBI single in the 5th inning. Bobby takes a strike.
Kind of surprised that Hernandez is still in the game with 112 pitches thrown. Knowing him the way he wants to compete, didn't want to come out of the game. But when you're behind 5-0 at this point, that's when you kind of shorten up the outing for a young pitcher. A guy like him is going to be difficult to get the baseball away from.
Abreu takes outside for ball 4. So the base hit by Castro, the walk to Abreu. Third base on balls. Here comes the interim skipper, Darren Brown. Jamie Wright's ready to go in the bullpen. Darren's going to the bullpen. A pitching change here at the Big A, bottom of the 7th. 1 out, and the Angels with a couple of men on. And a 5-0 lead. for only $3.99 plus tax at participating restaurants. Here in the bottom of the 7th inning, one out. Jamie Wright has come into the ball game, but this is the line for Felix Hernandez. 6 1/3, 6 hits, 5 runs, only 2 earned, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks. He did give up a home run to Hideki Matsui, and that came back in the 4th inning. Hernandez departs with property at first and second base. You see the numbers on Jamie Wright, 1 and 3 and a .459 for the consummate big leaguer. This guy's been around a long time as a starter, mostly as a reliever of late.
Still pretty good fastball with sink action at 89 to 94, curveball, slider, changeup. But you saw in that graphic, there were more walks than strikeouts.
Torrey 1 for 3 with that 2 RBI single in the 5th inning. Breaking pitch hit hard out toward right center field. Nobody's going to get this one. One hopper off the fence. Callaspo in to score. Abreu's being waved around. No throw. 2 RBI double for Torrey Hunter. A 4 RBI night. It is 7-0 Angels.
Well, what an approach once again, Torrey. Driving the ball extremely well the other way. Back up breaking pitch. Trying to pull that. It's a ground ball to short. Instead, stay with it. Got the good part of the bat. One hop to wall in right center field.
And we're getting the major league debut here of Hank Conger. Pinch hitting for Hideki Matsui. Matsui ends the game 1 for 1 with 2 walks and a home run. And here's Conger, former first-round pick in 2006 from Huntington Beach. Switch hitting catcher. Facing Jamie Wright for the first time in the big leagues. Takes that pitch up and in for ball 1. Torrey, by the way, now is 78 runs batted in. He's at second base, so an opportunity for Conger not only to get his first knock, but first RBI. Takes a strike on the inside corner. It is 1-1. Hank, the 2010 All-Star Futures Game MVP, caught 5 innings, had a 3-run home run right here at the Big A. Fouls that pitch off to left. It's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Hit 300 with 26 doubles, 2 triples, 11 home runs, and 49 runs batted in his first season in Salt Lake. Went on a tear, too, at the very end. Swings and misses on that breaking pitch. And there's out number 2. When Conger departs, take a look at our Jaguar key moment. Speaking of key moments, Hideki Matsui in the 4th inning. Going the opposite way against King Felix, his 19th home run of the year. At that point made it 2-0. So we've had 1 debut, Hank Conger, and now we get another, Mark Trumbo, stepping to the plate here in his major league debut at a Villa Park High School.
Well, I'd like to see that same approach he's had in batting practice where he hits some majestic home runs.
Takes a curveball in for a strike. Well, we've been wondering when this was going to occur. The youngsters that had been called up making their debuts. And here it is on a beautiful Saturday night. 7-0 Angels late in the 7th. Oh, 2.
Trumbo way off the plate. Tells you he's going to be a guy that's going to step at the plate. Susceptible at times to pitches on the inner half with velocity, but if you make a mistake, it's going to be crushed.
Chases that breaking pitch, nubs one up the first base line and rolls into foul territory. So Trumbo will get another opportunity here. No balls and 2 strikes. Mark said pretty much career best in every offensive category this year at AAA. The 301, 29 doubles, 5 triples, 36 home runs, 122 runs batted in. Those 36 bombs he hit led all of the minor leagues.
See how far away he is from the plate, but he's going to be stepping towards the plate. He probably has pretty good power the other way also.
Chases that breaking pitch, and down he goes. Back-to-back strikeouts for Jamie Wright, but the Angels add 2 more. And Torrey Hunter's 2 RBI double through 7. Halos up 7-0.
He tries to match his career high with 16 victories. Nasty slider. Curveball has been very effective also. And the fastball elevated against Ichiro gets the punch out. That is our Lexus pursuing perfection.
Irvin here in the 8th inning will be facing the bottom third of the order. Adam Moore swinging at the first pitch, fouls it back. New left fielder Reggie Willits takes over for Bobby Abreu in left. And Mark Trumbo, pinch hit for Mike Napoli, is over at first. One ball, 2 strikes here on Moore, who tonight is 0 for 2. A strikeout victim in the second, a fly ball to right in the 5th. Missed inside, and it's 2-2. 39,000 plus here at the Big A. Just on the heels of the 42,000 that were here last night. Irvin again with a 3-2 count.
A different approach against Moore this time around. He's been chasing a lot of breaking pitches then early in the count, and then tries to hit that breaking pitch to the right, but this time fastball in, back-to-back pitches.
Moore breaks his bat and loops one out to shallow right. Howie and Torrey. Howie makes the catch. There's out number 1.
Number 55, left fielder Bo Saunders.
It is a look at the pitch count and say, wow, he's at 100 pitches. But just like anything else, the pitching coaches, managers will tell you the same thing. How stressful have those pitches been? They haven't been stressful at all tonight for Irvin Santana. Francisco Rodriguez is up and loosening. As a matter of fact, the Santana's only been extended to 4 batters 3 times in this game. That is it. It happened in the 1st inning, the 4th, and the 6th. Everything else has been 1, 2, 3 innings. 5 punch outs, no walks. Saunders takes a strike. It's 2-1.
His mechanics very fluid on the mound. Staying over the pitching rubber. Working downhill over the front leg. Good idea to check this out in our Honda Expo, how fluid his delivery. He's never taken his eye off the target. Front shoulder kept it very well and over the front leg and delivering the pitch.
Full count now.
7th full count for Irvin Santana.
Saunders lays off the breaking pitch. He did not go, says Jeff Nelson. That's the first walk issued by Santana tonight. So man on with 1 out. Here comes Josh Wilson, the shortstop.
Pretty close. Almost got him to swing at that breaking pitch. Good call there at third base. Although, anytime I see a batter do a check swing on a potential strikeout, it should be called third strike.
Wilson fouls one back just over our heads. Man, that thing was too high. Come here, Storman. Nice.
Look at Norm.
Dang, that thing came in there pretty good. It's a good thing you're short, Norm. Storman Norman.
Well, a little finger roll out there, too. Victor.
You like that?
Yeah, you look like Will Chamberlain back in the day.
Well, there was the young lady down there with her child, her brother. Want to make sure she caught it. And, of course, some Joey has to jump in there and throw his hands up there and deflect it away from her. That never happens.
No, never.
This one out toward right center field. Torrey got a great jump on that one, but loses it in the lights, apparently. And it goes all the way to the wall. Saunders over to third. He will be stopped there. And the question is whether or not that ball hit Torrey square, if it just grazed him. But nice job by Borges backing up.
It's the second time in the game where Torrey's lost the ball in the lights. Well, I see he tracked it, then all of a sudden last second did not see it.
Right off his shoulder, it looked like.
Real fortunate.
Yeah.
Wow, that was close.
Well, Wilson gets credit for a double. Runners at second and third with 1 out. Here's Ichiro. Ichiro tonight 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts. Fly ball to right. Evens the count at 1 ball, 1 strike. Infield back at normal depth. They'll take the out for the run. Kayaspo, the only guy playing in. He's playing even with the bag at third base. Saunders, the base runner at third. Wilson over at second. Two balls and 1 strike. Not the way you'd want this inning to play out for Santana, as good as he's been tonight. You got Francisco Rodriguez ready to go in the bullpen. .112 pitches for Irvin. The 113th is hit down the right field line and hit well. If it's fair, it's a home run. It's fair. It's a 3-run home run. And the Mariners get on the board. Angels on top 7-3.
Well, you could see at this point when that swing by Ichiro, he does have the ability to drive the ball out of the ballpark, but he's more of a guy that wants contact both the left field, right field. Boy, tucked his hands in very well. Pitch was on the inside corner, maybe even off the inside corner, but turned on it and drove it right down the right field line for a 3-run home run. Well, that's great power that he has when he wants to.
Irvin is going to be removed from the game. 3 runs allowed in this one in his 7th and a third. Ends up giving up a total of 5 hits, but still in line to pick up his 16th win. Now it's up to the bullpen to hold it. 7-3 Angels here in the 8th. On his line tonight. Unfortunately, all kind of played out because of just one of those freak things. That ball lost in the lights. Torrey having that ball go off his shoulder ends up for a double. 2 men on. So instead of 2 outs, kind of just changed the dynamic of things. But now it's up to Francisco Rodriguez to face Sean Figgins here with 1 out and nobody on base.
And you go from getting that first out of the 8th inning, a borderline check swing. Ends up being a walk and then a fly ball to right, gets lost in the lights, and then Ichiro, tough guy to have up in that spot.
Santana 7 1/3, 5 punch outs, a walk, 3 runs earned, 5 hits. Of course, that home run to Ichiro. Ichiro's 6th home run of the year and extends his hitting streak to 12 games. 2-0 pitch. There's a strike, 2-1. Rodriguez last pitched on the 8th against Cleveland, went 1 inning in that game. Ended up walking 2, and that's been the thing for Francisco of late. As Figgins hits this one out toward right, chases Torrey back a little bit. 2 outs. Hey, fans, bring out the kids for the annual Salute to Kids Day tomorrow afternoon. All kids 2 to 18 in attendance will be eligible to win great prizes such as autographed Angels merchandise, Disneyland, Knott's Berry Farm, and SeaWorld passes, Dana Wharf sport fishing passes, ESPN Zone passes, and more. More. Great seats available at angelsbaseball.com or the Angels Stadium ticket window. That's the annual Salute to Kids Day. 12:35 start against the Mariners tomorrow afternoon, I should say. Dan Herron getting to start. It's the last game of this homestand. This, the second to last weekend of Angels baseball at the Big A. Almost done.
Hard to believe.
Got a 9-game homestand that's upcoming. It begins on the 20th of September. 3 against Texas, 3 against the Chicago White Sox, and 3 against the Oakland Athletics.
Isn't there a certain player on the White Sox now?
Manny Ramirez, how's he been doing?
I know he got hurt one game. He had his hits when he first started over with the White Sox.
Manny got hurt?
Allegedly.
That seldom happens lately. 1-1 pitch is downstairs. 2 balls in a strike. White Sox 5 games back in the Central. 2-1 pitch of Branyan. Big rip, and that is over the glove of Howie Kendrick. Nice effort. That ball was smoked. Brandy picks up his second hit. Man on, 2 outs for Gutierrez.
You can't hit a baseball much harder than that. Brandy's a strong player, and when he gets elevation on that baseball, it's going to be out of the yard. But that was fortunate enough just to be a ground ball and got a base hit on it.
Gutierrez takes a strike. Franklin 0 for 3 with a strikeout. Fly ball to center to pop up second. Brandon doesn't run a whole lot, so very short lead for him at first. 1 ball, 1 strike. Kevin Jepson now loosening in the pen. Ichiro with a 3-run home run here in the 8th, chasing Irvin Santana and putting the Mariners on the board. Not what Mike Scioscia envisioned with a 7-0 lead coming into the 8th.
11 pitches thrown by Francisco, 6 out of the strike zone, only 5 in the strike zone.
And Francisco, like we said, for the last couple of outings, looks like more like he's playing darts than actually just pitching.
Even the fastball instead of just trusting his mechanics. Just like a hitter, you stay back on the pitch, drive it the other way. That's when your mechanics are going properly. Same thing for a pitcher.
Well, the count is full now with 2 outs. Branyan will take off with the pitch. Trumbo, who was holding Branyan on, will move back. Try to take away the right side. Jose Lopez on deck. He's the third baseman. 3-2. Gutierrez rolls it foul.
2 pitches. Gutierrez has swung out of the strike zone, doing Francisco Rodriguez a favor by swinging the pitches not where he wanted to throw them.
Branyan off of the pitch once again. There he goes. 3-2. Chopped over to third. Teosco's got it. Should end the inning. And it does. Mariners get on the board courtesy of Ichiro's 3-run blast. We head to the bottom of the 8th here at the Big A. Angels leading at 7-3. Automatically to be entered to win great prizes, including televisions from Disney family movies, a barbecue from Barbecues Galore, a pool table from DK Billiards, and much, much more. Much more. Be sure to purchase your tickets today at angelsbaseball.com. Fan Appreciation Day, September 26th.
Always a lot of fun for the fans that day. A lot of great prizes.
The Pale Hose of Chicago. Eric Ibar gets jammed and hits a little floater to shallow left. Josh Wilson is there, makes the catch. There's out number one.
A couple fan favorites himself coming from the White Sox. A.J. Brzezinski, Manny Ramirez.
Did you see the game yesterday, the highlights of the game? Mark Burley getting called for a couple of balks again.
Yes, I did see that.
This time by Angel Hernandez, who was behind the plate. Joe West conspicuously over at third. Remember, it was West who ejected Burley and Ozzie Guillen in a game against Cleveland earlier this year for balk calls.
Ozzie was out there pretty quickly the second balk call.
Yeah, I think Ozzie was
a
little chapped.
Maybe, just a little bit.
0-1 pitch, little dribbler over towards Wilson, off the mound. Howie's retired for the second out. Two very quick outs here for Jamie Wright at the bottom of the eighth. Wright came on with one out in the seventh inning. Gave up the 2 RBI double to Torrey Hunter. And then struck out Hank Conger and Mark Trumbull, both making their major league debuts tonight.
Look at the White Sox lost again today. 8-2 to Kansas City, but what about Cleveland involved in another extra inning ball game?
0-0 in the 10th. This one off the foot by Jamie Wright to Figgins. A kick save and a beauty. How about that? 1-4-3 goes the foot out. 1-2-3 inning. We head to the ninth. Angels on top 7-3.
Four, 5-3, 55 punch-outs in 49 2/3 inning pitch for Kevin Jepson. That 95 to 97 mile-an-hour fastball, cut fastball, and swing and miss curveball.
Now Kevin to face Lopez, Konchman, Moore. Those are the scheduled 3 batters here in the ninth inning for the Seattle Mariners. Urban Santana in line to pick up his 16th win. That would tie him for a career best. Third time he will have done that in his career, assuming everything goes as planned here in the ninth inning. There's got to be a disclaimer, right?
Yes.
16 innings on Wednesday, 14 last night.
I already forgot about that.
You put it behind you.
Yep. As we told Jerry Weaver to do what you can do.
That's it. That's all you can do. And do it well. Jose Lopez, the third baseman, 0 for 3. Ground down, a line out, and a fly ball to right. Jepson's first pitch fastball is in there for a strike. Kevin pitched last night, went 1 inning and struck out 2. That'll leave it a count at 1-1. Francisco Rodriguez, 2/3 of an inning and a base hit. That's it. This one off the end of the bat. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Borges shading Lopez the opposite way. And a 1-2. Lopez pulls that one foul down the left field line near the Jose Lopez fan club.
There's been a lot of foul balls right in that exact area.
The count remains at 1 ball and 2 strikes. Two balls, 2 strikes. Halos trying to have their first 3-game winning streak since August 9th through the 11th. That's when they swept the Kansas City Royals here. And we've gone to a full count. Prior to that sweep at Kansas City, the previous 3-game winning streak came back in middle of July. So 3-2 is foul tipped and hung on to by Mathis. There's down number 1. That was that series right after the All-Star break, that 4-game set against Seattle. The Angels took the first 3 and then lost on the 18th of July.
A nasty cut fastball. Continue to have their success against the Mariners.
Kontzman takes a strike. And even to extrapolate that out a little bit further, you start thinking about a possible 4-game winning streak. The Angels haven't had one of those since a 6-game winning streak back June the 2nd through the 7th. That was that long road trip right after Howie Kendrick got hurt. Halos going 11-3 on that trip. Won 6 in a row. Lost 2 in Oakland in that 4-game series and swept the Dodgers at Dodger Stadium.
Well, when you see the play the way they have at times, particularly in this game, you can see why they're capable of putting together a winning streak.
Kontzman went around. Mathis applies a tag. 2 outs. Back-to-back punch-outs here for Jepson.
Some quality starting pitching. Some good defense. Timely hitting. Some power. Stolen base. I mean, all the little things you were accustomed to seeing out of Angel baseball, but this hasn't been there consistently. But tonight, a lot of good things, a lot of positives.
Halos 1 out away from having a 3-game winning streak. Be their 69th victory of the year. Adam Moore to plate, 0 for 3. Strike count, a fly to right, and a pop-up to second. Remember, it's Dan Herron tomorrow afternoon going up against Jason Vargas. 12:35 start here at the Big A. Last meeting of the year between these two ball clubs. That's a strike on the outside corner, 0-2.
Boy, good fastball. Chance to close this one out here with an elevated fastball, possibly.
Oh, 2 on the way. Moore checked his swing. They asked on the appeal. He did not go. So says Jeff Kellogg. The crew chief will be behind the plate tomorrow. Does sound a lot nicer if the Angels could wrap this one and pick up tomorrow to hit the road with a 70-73 mark. 1-2 pitch. Upstairs, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Halos have a travel day on Monday, heading off to Cleveland. 3-game set beginning on Tuesday. 3 night games in Cleveland. And Neil Easy shuttled down to St. Petersburg, Florida.
After a night game.
After the night game in Cleveland.
Right around the corner.
2-2. Moore chops one toward the hole. Ibar can't get it. That's a base hit with 2 outs here in the ninth. So the inning stays alive, and it'll bring up Michael Saunders, the left fielder. Felix Hernandez, by the way, would take the loss, and he would drop to an even 500, 11-11.
Didn't have his best stuff. Struggled with the strike zone, but still, some plays made here and there. It's a whole different ball game. But the Angels have had success against him throughout his career.
Saunders takes a strike. Saunders 0 for 2 with a strikeout, a pop up. He walked and scored in that 8th inning. One of the batters that Irvin had gotten ahead of and ended up taking to a full count before issuing that free pass. Moore takes off. Saunders takes down low. Defensive indifference for Moore. And it's 2-1. Jepson wants a new baseball. Two-one pitch. Swing and a miss. 2-2.
Well, what a good fastball that was. Challenged him on a 2-1 pitch, knowing he had a fastball coming. Well, right after with it.
Two-two. Upstairs, full count. Josh Wilson, the shortstop, on deck. Payoff pitch. Outside, he lost it. So 2 strikeouts to start the 9th inning for Kevin Jepson. That was followed by a 2-strike base hit off the bat of Moore, and Saunders draws the walk. Fernando Rodney begins to loosen. Wilson 1 for 3, hit that double that Torrey lost in the lights in the 8th inning. He takes upstairs for ball 1. Mike Butcher's going to come out and pay a visit. Ichiro on deck. Just trying to record that last out. And the bullpen, for the most part, over the last 2 games, with the exception of Fernando Rodney blowing the 2 saves, has been very good.
Very consistent, throwing a lot of strikes. That's important to the first pitch strike.
1 ball, no strikes on Josh Wilson. The catcher Moore at second base. Saunders over at first. Strike on the inside corner. Outfield pretty much straight up against Wilson. Pulls that one into left field. Base hit. Moore will come in to score. And it's an RBI single for Josh Wilson. Here comes Ichiro. Here comes Mike Socia. And here comes Fernando Rodney. 7-4 game here in the ninth. Ichiro coming up with 2 men on to face Fernando Rodney when we return. Up. This is what he did in the 8th inning, Gooby, off Urban Santana.
Well, that's a dangerous thing when he's coming up here at the plate right now. He has that ability to drive the ball out of the ballpark. That pitch was off the inner half of the plate. Tucked his hands in very well and drove that down the right field line.
Extended his hitting streak to 12 games with that home run. Fernando Rodney's ready to go. 2 outs here, 2 men on. Rodney has scuffled of late. Last 6 games, see that 9 ERA and an 0-1 record. Overall 4.2 and a 4.30 ERA. Saunders, the man at second. Wilson over at first. First pitch fastball's in there for a strike. Third crack of Fernando Rodney, looking for his 9th save. Off speed pitch, swing and a miss. And it's quickly 0-2. Rodney heard some boos when he came into the ballgame. Oh, 2 count here on Ichiro with 2 outs. Down and in, 1-2.
98-mile-an-hour fastball overthrew that mislocation. Still a different look. Now you could set him up with a changeup right here.
Two and two. Rodney's ready. 2-2 to Ichiro. Slice foul. Watch it. Went into the seats just behind the Angels dugout. Another 2-2 on its way. Ichiro loops this one to Alberto Callasco. Light that baby up, the Angels take game 2 of the series by the final of 7-4.
Boy, a lot of good things in this game for the Angels as they win their 3rd straight game. Great starting pitching by Urban Santana. Some very good hitting. Torrey Hunter had an excellent game as far as driving in runs. The defense, Howie, solid. Matsui going opposite field. All those little things you need to do to put it together. A couple stolen bases, and they beat one of the premier pitchers in baseball, Felix Hernandez. Again, well, you got to do everything right to be able to beat him, and they did. Their approach to the plate, getting those fastball counts and making it work for him. Above all, putting a lot of pressure on him, stealing some bags. Very good. Matsui, a couple walks along with that home run today. So everything came together today. And, of course, Fernando Rodney comes back after a couple blown saves in a row. Wasn't easy, but a victory for Mike Scioscia and the Angels. It's that much closer as they get closer and closer to that 500 mark to put together a little win streak right here now that everyone thinking you never know what's going to happen when you got 7 games left with the Texas Rangers.
Urban Santana picks up his 16th win of the year, 3rd time in his career he's reached that mark. Felix Hernandez takes the loss. He's now 11-11. Fernando Rodney picks up his 9th save. Final again, 7-4 Angels. Let's go down to Chris McGee, who's with Torrey Hunter.